Hey Chiefs fans! We're here with the latest Chiefs updates just for you, and I'll be giving you all the details first, so if you want to stay in the loop, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that like button. Let's get to it! Alright, let's get to it. Big news today, as the Chiefs have added two familiar faces to the practice squad, and that's definitely going to get people talking. First up, running back Keontae Ingram is back. If you recall, he was activated to the 53-man roster last week and played a few special teams snaps in that thrilling win over the Falcons. Ingram, who spent his first 2 seasons with the Cardinals, was waived earlier this week, but he's since been released and is now back on the practice squad. But here's where things get even more interesting. Chiefs fans, tight end Jody Fortson is back in the building. That's right, the fan-favorite undrafted free agent who joined the Chiefs in 2019 is returning. Over the course of 2 seasons, he's made some solid contributions, racking up 14 receptions for 155 yards and 4 touchdowns. Unfortunately, he missed all of 2023 due to a shoulder injury, and the Chiefs let him hit free agency earlier this year. He had a brief stint with the Miami Dolphins, but was released in late August. Now, Fortson is back where he belongs, right here with the Chiefs. The team had an open spot on the practice squad, and they made room for Fortson by placing undrafted rookie tight end Baylor Cupp on the practice squad injured list. This move adds depth to the running back and tight end positions, giving us some solid options as we get closer to the grind of the season. So, Chiefs fans, what do you think of these moves? Are you excited to see Fortson back in action, and do you think Ingram can make an impact in the future? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, let's talk defense. We know the Chiefs already have some key players like Chris Jones and Trent McDuffie leading the way, but there are 3 guys who have made serious leaps this season: Tershawn Wharton, Leo Chenal, and Shamari Connor. These guys are turning heads and helping to take this defense to an elite level. First up is Tershawn Wharton. This guy has been a game-changer in the pass rush. According to Pro Football Focus, Wharton is 3rd on the team in pressures with 9. Playing alongside Chris Jones on the interior, he's getting a lot of one-on-one looks, and he's making teams pay for it. With Charles Omenihu out, there were some concerns about how our pass rush would hold up, but Wharton has stepped up big time, becoming a crucial piece on obvious pass rushes. Now, let's move on to the linebacker core. Leo Chenal has been the ultimate Swiss Army knife for Steve Spagnuolo's defense. Chenal's versatility is incredible. He's lined up at linebacker, defensive end, even fullback, and he's been killing it everywhere. His ability to be a force at multiple positions allows the Spags to get creative with blitzes and coverages. Remember that big stop against the Falcons on 4th down? That was Chenal wreaking havoc on their offensive line. He's proving to be one of the best young linebackers in the game, and it wouldn't be surprising if the Chiefs locked him up to an early extension. Finally, let's talk about Shamari Connor, the man who got Kirk Cousins thanks to Wharton's pressure. Connor has been growing into his role as a key piece in the secondary, splitting time as a nickel corner and safety. He's especially dangerous near the line of scrimmage. Connor is also racking up defensive stops, 9 so far this season, including a big sack on Joe Burrow in Week 2 that helped seal the win against the Bengals. He's a playmaker, and we're seeing him get better with each game. So, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Are Wharton, Chenal, and Connor the keys to keeping our defense among the best in the league? Another piece of news that's been making the rounds around the web is about Patrick Mahomes' slow start to the 2024 season. The Chiefs are 3-0 after a hard-fought 22-17 win over the Atlanta Falcons, but something feels off about Patrick Mahomes. After the game, Mahomes himself admitted that he hasn't been playing at the level we're used to. "I feel like I haven't been playing very well," he said, noting that it's not about stats, but more about missing key opportunities and not throwing the ball where it needs to go. It's all about getting back to basics for him. Now, let's break this down. Through 3 weeks, Mahomes has the highest interception rate of his career and the lowest passer rating since becoming the Chiefs starter. What's crazy is that he's not even facing much pressure, only 14.6% of his dropbacks, one of the lowest in the league. And our running game? Absolutely thriving, leading the NFL in rushing success rate. You'd think these conditions would set Mahomes up for success, but so far, things have been so-so. Mahomes himself has pointed out the issues with his footwork. Remember that first play of the game against the Falcons, where he lost Rashee Rice on what should have been a big gain? He threw her off balance and didn't follow through with his back leg, causing the ball to fly too low. That's the kind of fundamental error that's showing up for him, and he knows it. It's not just his footwork. Timing has been an issue, too. We saw it in Week 2 against the Bengals when he threw his first interception of the season. Mahomes hesitated, looked away from Travis Kelce, and by the time he looked back at him, the window had closed. That hesitation showed up elsewhere, too, including a sloppy interception in the red zone against the Falcons. Let's talk about that play. Mahomes was looking for Noah Gray on a corner route, but he floated the ball inside instead of throwing it to his outside shoulder. That gave the Falcons safeties all the time in the world to make a play on the ball. It's not the precision we're used to seeing from Mahomes. Even simple checkdowns were affected by this time off. There was a 2nd and 4 in the fourth quarter against Atlanta, where Mahomes saw the Falcons in zone coverage but hesitated before hitting Sandwich Perine on the checkdown. That delay gave defenders time to attack Perine, and the Chiefs couldn't convert on the next play. But listen, we all know that for Mahomes, these issues are fixable. We've seen him struggle before, and he's always come out stronger. A lot of that could be due to some early season changes on the offensive line and Mahomes still getting comfortable with his new pass catchers. With Hollywood Brown injured and rookie Xavier Worthy taking on a bigger role, Mahomes may not have the same confidence spreading the ball around just yet. That's why it wouldn't shock anyone if GM Brett Veach made a move to bring in another receiver. Okay, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Are Mahomes' struggles just a temporary blip, or is there something more going on here? The Chiefs are still dealing with the absence of Isaiah Pacheco, who is on injured reserve. To shake things up, Kansas City made a bold move by releasing Keontae Ingram and bringing back Kareem Hunt. Yes, Chiefs fans, Hunt is back in Kansas City, and there has been a lot of speculation about how he will fit in. Hunt has experience, he knows the system, and Andy Reid seems eager to see him back in action. Coach Reid shared some insight into Hunt's progress, and while he's being cautious, he's also optimistic. He's taken most of the scout team reps and looked good, Reid said. Now the next step is to get him in the game. He'll get his rounds in, and we'll see how he does. So, what can we expect from Sunday's game against the Chargers? Reid is playing it a little close to the vest, saying they'll play it by ear with the running back rotation, but it's clear he's happy with Hunt's performance in practice. Without Pacheco last week, the Chiefs leaned heavily on rookie Carson Steele, and he didn't disappoint. Steele rushed for 72 yards on 17 carries against the Falcons, showing that Kansas City's ground game is still solid. But with Hunt back in the mix, it's hard to predict how the runs will be divided up. Last week, Patrick Mahomes and Sandwich Perine also chipped in with a few carries, but things could change with Hunt taking on a more active role. Here's the thing, Hunt may not be quite the same player he was during his first stint with the Chiefs, but Andy Reid is confident he adds a valuable dynamic to the offense. Right now, the Chiefs rank 12th in rushing attempts and 15th in total rushing yards. They're averaging 4.1 yards per carry, which ranks them 21st in the league, but they rank 2nd in rushing success rate and 6th in rushing EPA per play. Not bad for a team known for its passing attack, right? Defenses have been forcing Mahomes to be more patient, so the running game has become a bigger focus for the offense. And that's exactly where Hunt comes in. It's important, Reid said, of keeping defenses guessing. They're trying to keep you off balance, and you're doing the same to them. It's a little bit of a chess game with how many defenders they put in the box, but our running game has been productive. All right, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Are you excited to see Kareem Hunt back on the field? How do you think the Chiefs will handle the backfield without Pacheco? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's go, Chiefs!